Let me... Oh, wait, I'm getting a bit of a problem here, sorry about that. So, Percival is... He's a big boy. He is tall, very tall. Ish. She lives, she's alive. I don't know why YouTube. Well, then again, I'm probably doing it wrong. For some reason, YouTube didn't say I was live, even though I was already live. So I'm alive. Okay, back to the thing. Yeah, Percival is very tall. There you have it. From here on, we'll be on our own. Our goal is to infiltrate Norwich while it's still dark and create a distraction. Please make sure you are thoroughly prepared, Lara and Bonnie. This is probably going to be a long battle. We were... What? Oh no! Damn it, I missed all of the reading. Fucking hell. That's odd? Okay, that's weird. I actually did click go live on OBS and it said that I was live. Am I really live? Am I really live now? That's... Oh, man. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. It's weird because in OBS it said that I was live. Pretty much the first thing I heard was that Percival is a big boy. That's weird. Yeah, OBS actually showed that I was live and stuff. It says that actually I'm currently streaming and stuff. So I don't know what happened there. Sounds like it wasn't your fault. It probably is. I'm still not used to YouTube, so that was weird. Ah, sorry. Yeah, that was a thing. We could always go back. I didn't read too much. We were mostly reading on Percival's backstory and stuff. Oh, you missed an important part. We're actually starting getting answers and responses in the game that we can't skip over. We have to actually select an answer. Hello, Bonnie-chan. Hey, Jeff. I blundered and I actually thought that I was already live. So I've been talking to myself for like 20 minutes. I think that I was not live. I'm dumb. It's hot. So, we thought you were dead? When you said let's go, you actually went live then on your end? Yeah, when I said let's go, I actually went live. It said that I was live on my end. I legit thought that I was live, and even OBS marked that I was live. Like there's a dot. Yeah, I'm live. And even YouTube, even the YouTube preview actually showed me like being live before I actually. So I'm pretty confused. You said let's go a while ago? That was a really good 20 minutes ago. Yeah, it was. Hell, even YouTube, the YouTube preview showed me being live. And when I went to my page, it actually also showed me being live. So I don't know what happened there. So yeah, I actually thought that I was live, and OBS marked me as being live. Apparently, I only went live when I click go live on YouTube. Usually, just clicking go live on OBS is enough. Lesson learned, I guess. I have to make sure it works then. Man, YouTube is still kinda garbo for streams. So, luckily for you, I hadn't gone over too much reading stuff, so I can reread it quickly for you, catch you up. So, Percival here talking about his past. I was born on a human ranch and raised in Salisbury, along with a number of other children. They probably needed more humans to fight against the Moors. They treated us all very well. They didn't just provide us with food, clothing, and shelter. They also built a school for us to attend. I remember how much that surprised me, since I'd always heard that any humans who leave a ranch would never be free. But that's why I've never had any animosity towards fairies. It's thanks to them that I grew up big and strong, and eventually got this spear. He is a big boy. However, I still know very little about the fairy who took me in. That's probably because they raised a lot of human children, not just me. Around the time I became a full-fledged soldier, I heard that the fairy who had taken us all in from the ranch passed away. Shortly afterwards, the rearing house where our school had been was shut down, and I put Salisbury behind me. After that, I dedicated myself to combat training until I took on an escort job in a small forest village. I was told I should enter the next joust in Camelot, and even got a letter of recommendation. So, Gareth goes here. Oh, I heard about that. That was the Robin Redbreast tournament they held 5 years ago. So you were the human knight who made it all the way to the finals? That's amazing! Yes, I was quite lucky to make it to the end, though I had a very poor showing in the finals. Still, I'm glad I was able to speak with Queen Morgan directly. It gave me the resolve I needed to make up my mind. Talking to her made it clear that she sees humans and fairies both as no more than tools. She's perfectly satisfied with the current state of Britain and has no intention of changing it. Once I saw that for myself, I ultimately decided to make an organization that would help the Child of Prophecy once she appeared. Huh, no kidding. So this whole Rebel Army thing was originally your idea. Was it Avalon who came up with the idea of making it into the Round Table Army then? Yes, it was. My comrades and I were protecting a merchant caravan from Morse attacks one day when Lord Oberon came up to me and said, "You'll never get anywhere like that, Percival. If you keep this up, your white light will rust." From then on, he began managing us himself, and before I knew it, our rebel army had become the Round Table Army. So this selection here, it was forced. I couldn't just skip it. So I went, so even from so early on? Gotcha. So Muramasa here, gotcha. So what's this white light of yours anyway? You're only human, so if you're defeating fairies with it, it must be a pretty impressive technique. Oh, it's not a technique. White light is my spear here. It's the spear of selection, one of Ash's weapons. So what I mentioned here is that it seems so far it seems that Ash had different weapons and that he or she had the spear of selection. The fairy who took me in gave it to me. Apparently it's a holy spear that only responds to one without sin, and no fairy can use it. So when we got here, I pondered. So it only responds to one without sin, and no fairy can use it. So is that implying that that fairies are sinful? Okay, I just put something together that I'm not going to say because I'm probably not supposed to know that yet. Sasuga, Turtleman, you're smart. So what Percival's saying here is, or rather what it's implying is that the fairies are sinful. If they cannot touch, fairies cannot use the spear. Because only the sinless can. Hametrod goes, Selection. Does that make it like your staff, Altoria? I'm not sure, but I think they're at least a little different. I mean, one's a spear and one's a staff. I do sense something similar about them, but the spear feels, well, empty? I can tell it's an amazing weapon, but it also seems like it's not chosen anymore. So it is not the spear. It is the spear of selection, but it is not the spear of selection anymore. Huh. I'd agree with that. I sense the same thing whenever I hold it. It feels like a piercing wave of regret and profound grief over a past failure. The spear's inner lamentations well up every time I swing it, and they leave behind trails of magic like tears. The spear cries. That's why it came to be known as the White Light. This spear is no longer meant for saving fairies. Now it only exists to kill them. So when we got here, I was... okay, so the spear of selection was to save fairies, but now it kills them. This one from Ash the Savior, so... if it now kills the fairies, that's actually painting, and it feels empty, and the spear sounds like it has depression. That paints a pretty interesting picture on Ash so far, or Ask. Ash. Ask. I'll go with Ask. That's not how it was originally supposed to be used, but that also means it's the only weapon out there able to stand up to the Tamlin. But if it is true that only one without sin can wield it, I expect there'll come a time I won't be able to wield it. So I said here that Percival wanted to be a bad boy. Let's go with Tonelico. I can pronounce that. Okay, Tonelico will be. So Percival here implying he wants to be a bad boy. Because only the sinless can wield it, and he wants to not be able to wield it anymore. Gareth goes, fangirl. Not true, Percival. You're a wonderful person. You protect the weak and you never act only out of self-interest. You're the ideal knight. You could never be seen as a sinner. If I tried to use that spear, I'd be rejected before I could even touch it for the sin of being too weak. Don't be silly, Gareth. You know there's no such sin. So here comes Aurelia, and basically she and Percival go over their invasion plan. We can skip that anyway. And finally Aurelia goes, "That's okay, I'm used to it. Child of prophecy, please look after Percival." There you have it. From here on, we'll be on our own. Our goal is to infiltrate Norwich while it's still dark and create a distraction. Please make sure you're thoroughly prepared, Lauren. This is probably going to be a long battle. He'll be a bad boy one of these nights in a bed with Gareth. So, if you're aware of the Percy lore in Nasuverse, he cannot be a bad boy. He says he hopes he can. He won't be able to wield the spear of selection, but he literally cannot be a bad boy. His powers actually come from being a Giga Virgin. Like he and Galahad, actually their powers come from being Giga Virgins, but Percival in particular, he is not only a Giga Virgin in body, but also in mind. He is very, very, very. He is way too good, basically. And if you have Percival in your Chaldea, and if you also have Tristan, like OG Tristan, his one line for Tristan is cheating is bad. Honestly, though, I'm actually surprised he doesn't have a line like that for fucking Lancelot. I wished he also had a cheating is bad line for Lancelot as well. But yeah, his powers come from being a Giga Virgin. But that in turn makes him really awesome. So you can see he's a very, very good boy. Good old country boy? Exactly. It's him! Hey, you're right on time, Lauren. Thanks for coming to greet us yourself. Hey, he's here. Well, of course, hon. I invited you, didn't I? I'll go wherever I have to, be it the sewers or the morgue. Please, no. Don't go to the morgue. You're a cool guy. Now, let's see who else we've got here. Miss Da Vinci, Muramasi, Garethi, Havetrot, and... Oh my! What do we have here? An enemy! Run, Percy, run! An enemy! Eek! Where? Save me, Percy, save me! Oh, Pepe's too good, man. Too good, man. Don't go to the sewers either. It's full of liquid bunny poo. Eek! Where? Save me, Percy, save me! Percy! Please cut it out, Pepe, or I'll tell him your real name. Oh, okay, you're right, I'm sorry. Fucking Pepe. I just got a little excited since I've never seen anyone like him before. Welcome to Norwich sewer system. I take it you're Percival of the Round Table Army? I'm Count Pepperona, but please, call me Count. Oh, so you're the Count. My apologies. I thought you were a night call at first. Just because it's Percival, we know that he actually didn't mean any... He wasn't mean about it. It's a pleasure to meet you, Count. Yes, I am Percival of the Round Table Army. Thank you for telling us about this crisis in Norwich. Not at all, hon. If anything, I should be thanking you guys for handling the bloody parts for me. I just noticed one of you is missing. What happened to him, Lauren? Oberon? Oberon? He's not the sort to be on the battlefield. He's all about having the right people for the right job. No, I'm talking about that peppy friend of yours, Redra Biddy. Oh, I'm actually surprised you're talking about him. Red Rabbit stayed behind in Londinium. He said he wasn't going to come along if he can't pull the carriage. Oh, I see. That was smart of him. Aurora must have taught him well. Okay then. Let me show you the way. Once we reach the surface, I'm going to have you all split up into 2 teams. Team B will draw the Queen's soldiers away from the main road, and Team C will unlock the main gate from the inside. Artoria, Muramasi, you 2 will be Team B. Percival, Garethi, Habitrot, you 3 will be Team C. Laran, I want you and Da Vinci to support both teams. We're seriously outnumbered here, so you'll need to hustle to ensure both teams have as much servant power as they need. Oh boy. You can handle that, right? This is hardly your first rodeo after all. Couldn't help but notice there was no Team A in that lineup. You're right! We'll have to remedy that someday. I guess he skipped that because Team A... That's the critters now? Let me see, what is the speed of the, no slow mode, is the delay too bad on your end, guys? I'm wondering, is the delay too bad? But I think I forgot to put the kinda? Shit, let me check something. Probably like 10 seconds? Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, maybe we can start the stream again in just a second. Damn it, the problem with YouTube, I still can't fucking get used to YouTube's settings and whatnot. As long as it actually starts this time. Okay, so let me Let me try again, so I'll be right back. Just 1 second.